is the identity and the needs as well. And when well-known individuals, they have been adopting and investing and collecting Bitcoin. Why is it so? Because Bitcoin is somehow to them is a very important digital asset. It's an alternative currency as well, right? So to them, that is how important it is. Now, we expected that this year is going to be a bull run for this Bitcoin. Are we preparing for that? That is the question that is in anyone's mind. And okay, now before this event of the fourth halving, which is eventually over or took place in April 20th this year, okay, it's important also to know about the history of Bitcoin, right? What happens during the first three halving? Now, on this chart here, we can see this is the rainbow chart. The rainbow chart is on a up curve, right? It's on uptrend. Okay, so now this is the first halving, the second is over here, and this is the halving. Let us have a look at the first halving. From $11, it went up to 1,163, and the second halving, 430 to 20,000. And what about the third halving? 3,000 to 68,000 all-time high. All right. So what is this trying to tell is that no matter how much Bitcoin price go up, it will still drop. Okay, there must be a drop, and however, it will continue to rise again. Let's have a look at the second halving, for example. Even though the first halving went up to 1,163, it went to a dip 430, well below 50%. However, it went up to 20,000. Same pattern, same thing happens after the third halving. From there, 20,000, it dropped 3,150, well below 70%, right? That is scary for many people, but however, for those faithful people that believe in Bitcoin, it went up to 68,000. So meaning to say, if we have Bitcoin today, if the price drop, we need not to panic, all right? Because on the history itself, we know it will continue to rise. And more so this year, why people is anticipating it's going to be a major bull run because of the events, which is very important. Statistics and figure in this rainbow chart shows us everything of the history of Bitcoin. Now, however, the future, what will happen next, nobody knows, right? But what is happening today, this year itself, we are looking at the events of Bitcoin. We are looking at RWA, right? Real world asset, whereby many countries now, they start to open up the Bitcoin as an alternate currency, right? Where you can buy and you can trade and so many things, right? You can buy a house, you can buy a car, you can pump gas. That day I saw in a picture, there's one guy that owns a gas station that he welcomed Bitcoin as another alternate currency. Okay, so this is RWA, real world asset. And of course, the most well-known and famous BTC ETF, exchange traded funds, right? Now, with this approval, start off with United States, of course, the government followed by Australia and the other countries also follow in, right? With this itself, the ETF approval, we are now seeing the great inflow of liquidity that is going into this Bitcoin itself. We are looking at a minimum of 2 billion USDT per day that is flowing in, trading or collecting or buying or selling in Bitcoin itself. Never been seen in this world in any segment itself. There's such huge amount of capital, of money, of liquidity that flows into one single asset. So this is the power of Bitcoin. Only Bitcoin can achieve that kind of volume, right? And of course, the emerging of Web3, right? This super quantum computing power where everyone is looking forward to. So now with these three events is actually happening, and of course, there is a possibility that Bitcoin is going to jump way beyond the 68,000 mark, which we already saw that it went up to 71,000, right? So 71,000 was this year's record. But what do you think? How much will Bitcoin go up to? It's in everyone's mind and everyone's lips. Some will say it's 100,000, but based on what? Right? But based on these events, yes, it's very true. Now, not based on what I say, right? I'm just a normal person who collected a little bit Bitcoin here and there all over the place. But let's have a look at what those experts say, all right? Now, what are their projections? Standard Chartered Bank, a well-renowned bank, okay, published by them over here, they even projected that by this year itself, it will reach 150,000 and next year, 250,000. And Robert Kiyosaki published over this year here, 2023, the famous author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, they even predicted, or he himself predicted, that will reach 500,000 by next year. Okay, and Cathie Wood, the famous Cathie Wood, the CEO and founder of Art Investment, okay, she even predicted will be 1.5 million in 6 years' time. 6 years' time is a very short period, right? A blink of an eye, we already passed so many. Last year is gone, and this year is about to end as well. So 6 years' time is a very short distance. 1.5 million. How can that be possible? Maybe she knows something that we didn't know. Of course, art investment, they traded in millions and billions, right? So I can say that when she said this is, I would say it's very interesting, and in fact, it's important to take note as well. Possibility it will reach there, isn't it? Now, I would like to bring us back. Maybe 1.5 million is a bit far-fetched for many people, or maybe it's too big to imagine. Let us say if Bitcoin reached 150,000, okay? 150,000. I think all of us will be super happy, especially those people is already been accumulating Bitcoin with our BitHarvest technology. So everyone will be super happy with 150,000, okay? And of course, 5,000, 1.5 million will be over the moon, right? So that is the projection by these experts. Now, how are we going to own Bitcoin, for example, right? Are we going to trade? Are we going to buy? Okay, what are the ways? Of course, we can do that. We can go to any exchange, we can buy through ETF and all these things. So this is called outright or purchasing, or you can say buying, or you can say it's investment as well, right? However, you know that when we buy Bitcoin, and Bitcoin price will drop, as we saw in the earlier screen, or the paper that is through the rainbow chart, right? You can see that Bitcoin price does drop. Even though it goes up, it does drop, right? If we buy today, and if the price drop, you will feel that my investment has really been losing, and it's on the losing end. But of course, if it goes up, then you have to decide whether you want to sell now. And if you sell now, then you have to decide again, at what point should I go in? So there's a lot of decision. There's a lot about timing as well, right? And also how much you intend to put into this way, right? Now, what about the way it first all started? Proof of work through mining, okay? Where you purchase a mining machine and you on it, activate it, and it will mine as much Bitcoin as you want, okay? But this is not for everyone, because we know a mining machine is costly, okay? To maintain it is costly, and it consumes high electricity. So that's the thing, isn't it? And even in some areas, in some other countries, it's illegal to do mining, okay? So we have to look at all these angles, whether this is suitable for everyone or not, right? Now, we are talking about quantum computing, right? The emerging of technology in our modern society now. Never be taught in this world now that doctor can operate with computer, right? They inject a device into your body, like one of my friend did, and the device will go through all the body, all the veins, and will find out where the blockage is, and will clear off the blockage and send the data to the doctor. Very fast, very convenient. Even like cars right now in Korea itself, we've been seeing cars being driven without drivers. So that is technology itself, right? And even watches, right? Watches now can be our personal health assistant. If 10 years ago, I tell my mom, right, Mom, I'm going to get you a watch that's going to tell you everything about your health. You don't have enough sleep. You have to walk more, exercise more. She wouldn't even believe it, because she has a well-respected doctor that she always goes to. But right now, she even wearing one, and she always telling me, oh, this is good and stuff like that. So this is, again, is technology. And what about the richest man in the world, Elon Musk? His company amases all the wealth through technology, Tesla and the X satellite and all these things. It's all technology. Of course, the second richest man, Bill Gates, isn't it? Microsoft is also technology, quantum computing. So what I'm trying to say is that BitHarvest understand this very well. And only with technology that we can enhance the lifestyle of many people. And what about productivity? What about profit as well, right? How to get Bitcoin? Because we want Bitcoin only. And how to find the most cost-effective way to get us Bitcoin. So now that is what BitHarvest is trying to do, to create a quantum computing high technology to compete the rights to verify of all those Bitcoin blocks, isn't it? So now let me give you a picture here of the example, right? And let's change. Why this picture? Because all this is without emotion. We do not have to decide and we go, oh, what should I do next with my asset, isn't it? For example, an exchange, right? A public chain. If you have this both in your hand, you will know that you're kind of like printing cryptocurrency, isn't it? But however, to reach that status, to enjoy the kind of profit, these both of them, you need to spend a lot of money. You have to pump a lot of money. It takes time. Binance itself, it took them 10 years. It took them millions and millions to continue to pump back in to make it work, All right, and took them 10 years now to be that successful. But we are not going to wait 10 years, right? We are not going to pump millions and millions just to get Bitcoin, isn't it? What we want now is the most cost-effective way and to get Bitcoin, if possible, today or even tomorrow. And what about mining farm? Yes, I mentioned that. But however, in order for you to compete with other global mining farm, you have to have the latest technology, the latest mining machine, and you not only have like 100, you have thousands of them, right? You're gonna have minimum 50,000 and upward, isn't it? You're not gonna have below that. So you're competing with everyone. So again, you're not gonna spend millions and build huge mining farm just to get Bitcoin, right? Now, BitHarvest has come with a technology, all right? We call this an accelerator. What does that mean? It means to speed up the whole process. Okay, so I'm gonna emphasize now more on this accelerator, all right? Now, I've touched a bit on Bitcoin already. Now, let us go into the next stage, which is the accelerator, which is manufactured by BitHarvest. Okay, the technology itself is the parent. In fact, the parent technology company is from Poland. Okay, the model is a AI70 Pro. All right, and the device BitBooster. Yes, it's called a BitBooster, and the core technology is BitHash. Now, hash power is what all mining machine has in them. Okay, I know this because I've done this before. I've done my mining before. All right, so when I plug it in and the machine just go on, it's wonderful. But I did not even understand about all these things until now when I joined BitHarvest. So every mining machine has their own individual hash power depending on size and model from 110 to 310, for example. This is the most highest hash power in those mining machines. Now, what BitHarvest has do is that to compress, to take out the hash power from those mining machine and put into this BitBooster over here. Meaning to compress even further, isn't it? Now, can you imagine those days when we have a computer, right? Just say a computer. When it first started by Microsoft, wow, we have a big, nice computer. Wow, everything looks so good. But today, our computer is getting smaller and smaller and more effective, all right? And it's how say higher speed, higher memory, and all this thing. Why? It's being compressed to a smaller unit, which is lighter to carry, isn't it? From a big size computer, desktop, you call it, whatever we call them last time, and now it's being compressed. Like right now, I'm using a Samsung Tab, very light and carry all over with me, and it's as even better as those computer before. So this is what I'm trying to tell you is that technology is forever evolving in us. You know, the innovation that comes from those companies is amazing. So this is what BitHarvest with his partnership of this Poland technology company is doing. They managed to extract out the hash power, okay, with that kind of technology and put into this BitBooster. So they compress all those technology. The amount of the hash power that has to go into the booster must fit into the size, okay, or else it will not work. So what the BitBooster has is a 70 TH per second, okay. Now, what does it do? It increases the acceleration from 100 to 300%. And with that, we are getting Bitcoin every single day. Yes, it's every single day. It's not weekly, quarterly, monthly, right? So it's every single day. There's a possibility of the lower here, 0.00005110 BTC to 0.0001533 BTC. So there's a possible lower and a possible higher. Even there is a possible right in the middle. Now, if I tell you every single day you're getting this highest, all right, you'll be very happy, of course. But again, there'll be question mark. Why am I getting the fixed amount? No, like you mentioned, this is live mining, right? This is a live technology. It should be running, it should be moving. How can you give me fixed amount every single day? Okay, so it's not fixed. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you get less. I even have members been still asking me why I get more yesterday and why I get less today and stuff like that. Because it is a live technology. It's running, it's moving. Okay, it cannot be as accurate. Even the booster itself, if you own a booster, if you own your application today, you will see it will jump from 69 point plus plus to 70 point plus plus. All right, it's never 70 on the dot. If you're on your application, if it's like 70 on the dot, it's not moving, 24 hours is still 70 TH per second, you'll be worried because your device is just sitting there not doing anything, all right? So it has to move. It has to like go from left to right and has to be live, okay? Alive to get us those Bitcoin, right? Now, let me do a simple comparison because this booster is emotionless, all right? When we compare, why is it so cost effective? Isn't it to get Bitcoin for us? Let me give you an example here, all right? A traditional mining machine, yes, is out of the picture for us because large investment, right? And we are competing with the global mining farm. You are not alone in this, right? And it's difficult, especially after the fourth halving, even less the Bitcoin. As we know, many of the smaller to medium-sized mining farm, they have now temporarily stopped their operation because of the amount of Bitcoin is being dropped out in the Bitcoin block is so much lesser now. And even the price does not justify the whole operation. Well, they will turn on back again when Bitcoin reach 100,000, 150, 250, or 500,000. They will come back into operation, right? Because to them, they've done the mathematics that this will be their profit margin. Okay, for right now, they will temporarily stop. Yes, so mining farm is very challenging and it's not for everyone. Now, however, if you compare to the Bitboaster, isn't it? You are not competing with anyone. You are alone. Okay. When you're on this booster, as I shown you earlier on the slide, there is a possibility of a daily, the lower and the higher, or right in the middle, the average. So you'll be getting this Bitcoin for yourself only. They are not competing with any single one. All right. So why does that so? Okay, because we are using the highest cost effective way, okay, to get you Bitcoin. All right. Now you may say, oh, right, how can this be true? You know, I prefer a mining machine over the Bitcoin, for example. All right, never mind. I'll give you an example. Okay, over here. Let me give you an example right now. On the left here on my screen, a traditional mining machine, Bitman and Miner S21 XP, right? The model 270 TH per second. Wow, it's powerful, super powerful, more than the Bitbuster, which is only 70 TH per second. But however, when we look at the price over here, okay, it's 7,426. Okay, as of this year, this price, the most latest price. Now, let's say if Bitcoin is at 68,000. Okay, with this hash rate, the HSA algorithm 256. All right, this is the algorithm that is being used to mine out Bitcoin. All right, it's called secure hash algorithm 256, and this is the net profit $3.77. Okay, now right at the below, this is the income gross profit for this mining machine is $14.27 over here, minus the electricity cost, okay, which is $10.50, which is high, right? And the balance is 3.77, isn't it? 3.77, that is your net profit. So this is all you're going to get. All right, and we do the accumulation, and then you do the monthly and the yearly accumulation. So this is what you are getting, isn't it? Now, with the booster, we are selling at 1,000. All right, same thing this year. And if we have never changed, in fact, we started on the 1st of March until now, it's still the same price. Okay, hash rate 70 TH per second. Yes, it's smaller than the N miner. However, with the return, we are looking at the income from 780 over here, right, per day. Okay, average, right? Because it's always depending on Bitcoin price. If Bitcoin go higher, of course, you get more. Of course, if Bitcoin price go down, we get a little bit lesser. Now, the gross is over here, and this is the net, 4.68 per day, right? It's more than the N miner and cost lesser, which means your the return of your capital will be faster, your profit margin will be bigger as well. Right now, you'll be asking me why there is 7.8 and then you tell me there's a 4.68, because we have a marketing plan there. Okay, we have a spread, three-way spread. All right, I will show it to you on the following slide. All right, now, however, let us focus on the booster again. Let me explain to you on the technology of the booster. Okay, there are two core technology. All right, we call them the BitHash technology. The first part is this over here, hash aggregation and filtering. The second part is this hash strategy optimization. Okay, now what does that mean? Now let's look at the historical hash here. Now these are this, for example, 4 blocks. A traditional mining machine will have to go through one block after the other. Excuse me. Sorry, just get a sip of water. All right. So what does that do? You have to do all the verification. Some call it solving the mathematic problems. Some even call it solving the equation, and some even call it to complete the whole hash protocol. Okay, so these are all the fancy words that people use. Anyway, so they have to go through one block after the other, right? Follow the sequence. Okay. Now, however, with the integration of the Bitbuster over here, okay, with its first technology, what does it do? It speed up the whole process with additional hash power. Okay. So it speed up the whole process and it collects all the data over here, all right, and send to another block. And the second technology comes into place, which is the optimization. It will send to those mining farm, whereby those mining machine will mine up those Bitcoin with the increased speed of 100 to 300%. So what I'm saying here is that the bit booster actually help to speed up the whole process with additional hash power. Okay, now all this sounds very technical, very computing, right? For many of us. Let me give you another example. What does that mean? Now here is a traditional mining machine number 1, and here is a traditional mining machine number 2. In order to complete the whole equation, which let's say is a perfect 10 score, right? Okay, when this happen, it will send those data to those mining machine, okay, or the mining farm. It will mine out those Bitcoin. Now, a traditional mining machine will have to do this one at a time, 1 plus 1 plus 1, and 10 steps, it will reach the perfect 10 score. Okay, complete the whole equation. Now, however, with the traditional mining machine number 2, with the integration of the bit booster, it can go from 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1. So it's 4 steps only, and you reach the perfect 10 score, and it will go straight into the mining machine, whereby it will mine out Bitcoin. Okay, so we are 6 steps ahead with a traditional machine without any collaboration or integration of the booster. So the booster does not mine out Bitcoin. If you look at this page, it does not mine out Bitcoin. It needs to have mining farm. It needs to have compatible mining machine that is inside the mining farm, all right? Or else it cannot work. You'll be just sitting there not doing anything. So it has to be integrated to another server, okay? For example, I want to give you maybe a more layman explanation. Now, let's say sports car, okay? Fast and Furious, for example. Now, let's say me and Ryan, all right? We are racing from the starting line to the finishing line. Okay, and we know that in a car, there's such thing called a device called turbocharge, right? Now, let's say Ryan install, okay, a turbocharge into his car without me knowing from the beginning of the race. You know, before even I reach the halfway line, Ryan is already at home drinking coffee, and we're looking over his shoulder. Where is this guy, ED? You know, still not have arrived yet, for example. Okay, so what does that mean? Because of the turbocharge, his car can speed faster than me. Okay, maybe 100 to 300% faster. Okay, it's just, and the same thing, like the turbocharge requires car, and it requires an engine as well, or else without this both, the turbocharge will be just another unit sitting there not doing anything. Same as the booster, it needs to have a compatible mining machine with those that's built inside those mining farm, or else it is not functionable, it will not do anything. Now people has been asking me, is it true, can this be done? Like two connected I would say two connected device, okay, technology, mining machine and the booster be connected to the same Bitcoin block. Can this be done? Okay, now my explanation is very simple. Of course it can be done due to technology, all right, because this technology have never been seen in the world before, and we know that there are people now is copying our technology, and somehow they also getting the same result, all right? So I'm not going to go into that. Now what I'm saying is that our phone, for example, right, our smartphone or whichever phone you're using, now our phone can carry 2 SIM card, right? 2 numbers. Like my phone now, I'm using Samsung, and it can carry 2 SIM card. We might be seeing one day it can carry 3 or 4 SIM card in one gadget, in one phone itself. All right. So why can one phone can carry 2 SIM card, 2 connection, different, I would say different network, but the same device can produce the same result. So what this is the most simpler explanation that I'm trying to explain to the people is that yes, because with higher even sophisticated computer power, they can do all these things. Just look at our phone, for example. It's so sophisticated, we don't even understand how does this work, all right? So this is the technology that we are looking now in our era, okay? Does BitHarvest needs to find a lot of funds to create cash flow or to create the profit? How do they do all these things? Like right now, you will asking yourself, all right, great, you talk about Bitcoin, you talk about the booster technology and all these things. So people want to find out more. Now, how does BitHarvest actually create the cash flow, right? How do they generate profit? Do they ask from you to recruit more people and give you a tons of coins and promises all the way, you know, and tell you, I'll give you a little bit more, you have to recruit more people and share about this and get new people to join under you, then you get rewarded. And this is how the way BitHarvest created its profit, right? It does not do this way. However, BitHarvest, we adopt a 3-way business model. Number one, because we are a technology-based company, okay, we sell a product, we sell a technology in the form of the booster. So when we sell this booster, we get a profit from that. And number two, again, because the booster needs to be integrated with a mining farm. So when the mining farm over here makes a profit, and also we will make a profit. And thirdly, we charge a 10% technical management fee from all the miners. Who are the miners? Which is you. You are our customer, potential customer. When you join in, you'll be our member, okay? And we will identify you as our miners. Why? Because one way or the other, directly or indirectly, we are also participating in mining of Bitcoin. So these are the three ways that how BitHarvest created is cash flow, okay, build its profit and maintain the facilities and pay the consultant, everything. Okay, so that's not very difficult. Even our members know how to count how much BitHarvest is actually generated their profit. Let's say, for example, if we already sold 10,000 boosters, and they know how much one booster is being sold right now, right? It's 1,000. So it's easily how much, right? It's already 10 million. The company is already made. So this is an incredible way to show people and being transparent as well. Do we need to operate our own mining farm? No, we do not need, because we have technology in our possession, in our hand. Okay, we are a service provider when it comes to mining of Bitcoin. Same as, for example, Uber or GrabCar, they are a service provider of transportation, right? They do not own the majority of drivers and cars. However, they have most of them to give us this convenience. Same thing as Airbnb. Do they own all those units in accommodation? All right. No, they do not own. They just take it from, or they rent it out from the owners, and they just refurbish it and rent and send out like a package to all of us. Okay. To convenience for us to have better and cheaper accommodation as well. Like Airbnb, they are also a service provider in the form of accommodations. So BitHarvest, we are the same thing. We have the same business model. We are a service provider when it comes to this mining of Bitcoin. Okay, now I would like to show you a picture of office over here. As you can see, as of 1st of March, when we open the doors to many of our visitors, and even before we finish renovation, I joined the company somewhere mid of February. We are still under renovating, and there itself, we have so many people that is walking through the doors. They are so impatient. They want to have a look of this office. All right. So when we finally open our doors on the 1st of March, we have so many people that's coming in to our office. And if you have not been to our office, you can see that the vibrance is there, the ambience is there, the whole setup is very professional. Okay, they have a corporate identity as well. All right, it's just not like when you walk in a small room and you have patches of wallpaper, some painting, some carpet, and that's it. All right, some TV screen, all this stuff. No, when you walk into BitHarvest head office, you can see the seriousness, the effort that's been put together by the management team. Okay, what we're trying to tell people is that, we are here to stay. We are here for long term. All right, we willing to put in such amount of money to put a proper professional office for people to look at it and feel it as well. Even the color scheme, everything is being thought of. All right, so it's very, very nice. It's good. It's fantastic place to be in. Okay, now this is the server room over here. Especially, I want to highlight. And over in this server room, Big Booster server room, we have activated 5,000 over boosters. And the additional boosters will be at our other location around in Kuala Lumpur City. Okay. So as you can see, this is the office. I want to show you a short video, right? A short tour of our office on the next slide over here. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh. You guys in Kuala Lumpur one day? You did it? Have to walk in. You can see um, the ambience, you hear the atmosphere, you hear- and over here, single. This is our VIP room. This is our VIP room. Our CFO. This is the room is
fallen apart. Tức là các bạn ngoài web telephone ini and apart most valuable the most one is room kata we happening untuk throughout that video of our good.
Okay, now I'd like to introduce to you is our co-founders, Mr. Logan Lee over here. Okay, his expertise in the field of crypto and financial sector. Now he's partnering with Mr. Lenin Herlin, all right, from Holland. He's a CTO, Chief Technical Officer, and co-founder, right, with his expertise in the technology field. Are these people real? Some people ask me. Yes, of course they are real, and I met them before. And even they have done 3 AMA session at Binance Live. You can actually go to Binance Live and can key in Logan Lee, BitHarvest over here, and you can watch the whole interview session. We already have 3. The first one is February, 2nd March, and the third one was in June. Okay, together with him and Mr. Lenny, they are in this Binance Live interview. It's about half an hour long, all right? So you can watch this whole interview there. And we were invited to a crypto expo in Dubai in the month of May. Okay, this is of course, Mr. Logan Lee, my colleague Adam, and of course Desmond is the vice president of academy. Yes, we have our own academy over here. Our president is Mr. Herman, and our vice president is Desmond. They have so much experience in them that they're willing to share with all of us. And when we were there, we also won an award, the best cryptocurrency mining services business award, all right, a service provider in the GCC. So it is a good recognition of our technology. And this award is now sitting in the office of our CMO, Mr. Ronnie. What is our footprint like? Where we begin, okay? Now, we're going to be at several expo as well. We put on our footprint to begin with, all right? We will be, of course, we were there in Dubai. Yes, we were there, right? And July, yes, we carry out this global launch event where we officially launched BitHarvest to the world. And over here, we have 400 over elite members from 21 over countries that join us. Okay, and of course, Mr. Ryan there won his iPad over there. Congratulations, man. All right, then we will be in Japan for the Web 2024 in August, which is this coming end of the month. And of course, in September, we'll be in Singapore and back to Dubai in the month of October. Yes, we want to be present. We want to show face to the world, okay, that who we are, what is BitHarvest is all about. And as of late, how many people are already in our community? Okay, how many countries? We have 48 over countries that is in our community. BitHarvest, wow, this is a great achievement. Okay, so with BitHarvest, with Bitcoin only, we can achieve that kind of performance and result. Now, so people also ask me, like, do you have a license, right? How will you operate? Okay, what kind of license do you really have? We are more than happy enough to share with you our USMSB license. We call this the Money Services Business License. Here is our registration number. You can verify that. And you can, in fact, scan our QR code. This license is issued by the Financial Crime Enforcement Network Department of Treasury, all right? Because one way or the other, whether it's virtual or digital currency, we have to have this license. And the most important part, because we are actually working with a mining farm in Texas, United States, all right? So if important in any form of business that you're doing there, you have to have those kind of license, right? So I'm going to now share with you how many members are there now in our community. As of June 30th, we already have 15,000 plus, and it's still continue to go up. This is only June, right? And 26 countries. And of course, August, I showed you earlier, is how many countries? It's 40 over more countries, right? 48 countries. Okay, and how many we are foreseen will happen in this year end? We are looking at 100,000 plus registered users. That's a lot, isn't it? And 48 plus over countries, okay? And by end of 2025, yes, we're going to finish this, selling all these posters by the year end of 2025, whereby we'll be able to see 2.5 million registered users. That is a lot. This is incredible. And 56 over countries. And you talk about percentage of growth, we are looking at a 31.13%. All right. So this is going to be amazing for us, for all of us, BitHarvest and all our members. Okay. Again, it's only Bitcoin and BitHarvest can achieve this kind of numbers. Right. What is the milestone, right, and our roadmap? Let's have a look back to where we all first started. The Q1 February, that's where the booking on the whitelist, and of course March, the booster was activated and people start to get their Bitcoin in the month of March. Of course, Mr. Logan on the first session AMA there. Now in April, we have obtained this MSB license from the United States regulator, SEC, and we were issued by the booster issued by an Alliance Bank over here. Okay, and in May, we have our senior management going all the region over here, and of course we went to Dubai. Okay, and come to June, right, we already have our CEO CTO on a this Binance Live interview session, and from there we're looking at 15,000 over members registered. And of course July, where we officially launched BitHarvest to the world. We call this a global launch convention. We have so many people coming, 400 over elite leaders from many countries, 21 over countries that came in together and visited us. Of course, our tagline is called Take Off, right? Now it's finally how it is taking off to the world map, right? So what is going to happen next in our journey? Because many members will ask, of course they want more. Everyone wants to have a long term, isn't it? So am I, so are you. So we want to have a long-term journey with BitHarvest. So people are like, what are you going to do next? You know, what's going to happen next, isn't it? So we're going to show to you is that we will be on the road this month itself. My boss, senior management people, CMO, Mr. Ronnie, okay, they'll be in Vietnam, Thailand, and then they'll be go to Korea as well, okay, and of course to Japan to show our presence in this Web 2024 Crypto Expo. And September over here, we'll be showing ourselves again in this Singapore Expo. And of course, the senior management, they'll be in China, Singapore, and of course, Indonesia. And come to October, yes, we'll be back in Dubai. And there's a 4-star trip at Phuket for the achiever of 4-star. This will be a fully sponsored trip to Phuket. All right. So I urge you, join us there. It's going to be great fun and good time to bonding and get to know the management of BitHarvest and also to meet the founders themselves. So it's a great time to be there. So work on it. Let's get to 4-star, ladies and gentlemen. Now, November, December, okay, we will be going to Europe and America. Yes, I hope to meet all of you in person. All right. I want to see you all face to face and have a good chat with all of you, get to know you as well, and also to meet up with all your community members. Okay, so we'll be going to that region or the part of the world in November, very, very soon. All right, and come to March next year. This is where we're going to celebrate our first anniversary of BitHarvest. Yes, we're going to expect about 3,000 over members to join us in this global convention. Okay, in another country, the location has not been identified yet. Of course, will be announced to you when the time comes. Okay, so this is going to be a great time, and I hope all of you can attend and join us. It's going to be a beautiful session. All right, it's going to be fantastic. Okay. Yep, the global launch convention, just to show you some pictures over here. Elite leaders 430 and countries 21. Yes, this is Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan, please take a picture of yourself. Oh yeah, yes, you are so famous now. You are right in this Slack picture, okay? And of course, Mr. Logan Lee is over here. And of course, this is my boss, Mr. Ronnie, okay? The Chief Marketing Officer, vast experience, great leadership, okay? So this is the man that is actually driving the whole marketing team, okay? And of course, we have all these other community people from Korea, Japan, you name it. Almost every country that is in this convention, right? This is some pictures I want to share with you, just some pictures. Japan in August, okay, September, and Dubai, yes, this all this crypto expo, we'll be there, showing our face. If you have friends in this country at that time, you can always ask them to look out for us and join us at our booth. Okay, our takeoff, which is our slogan, okay, takeoff forum event. Yes, August will be in Japan, Korea, Thailand, right, Vietnam. Yes, my bosses, they are there now in Vietnam. And September, we'll be in China, Singapore, Taiwan, Indonesia, all right, and come to Q4. Yes, Europe and America, we are coming to meet you as well. Okay, let's look at the 5 phases of BitHarvest. Now, the first phase, which we already launched and activated our posters. Okay, now the second phase, we're going to have our own crypto card. And third phase, which is going to happen very soon, end of the year. We are going to adopt the Web3 infrastructure. What about phase 4? Phase 4, we're going to upgrade our BitBooster. Yes, they'll be upgrading on a BitBooster and our ecosystem partnership. Okay, so this is very important. And phase 5, this is where we're going to have our own BitHarvest network AI chain. All right. So this is all the phases that our members, they are so looking forward to. Okay, they want to be part of it. They want to be so excited about what's going to happen next, what's your journey, all this thing. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to share it with all our members. All right. Now, how to get started with BitHarvest? Okay, what are the ways to get into it? What kind of rewards that you'll be getting with our technology? Okay, you're getting mining profit. Yes, mining profit, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are not an investment company. If there are still people ask me, what is my ROI? What is the percentage? I have no idea about all this in BitHarvest. No, we don't even understand this word at all, because we are giving you mining profit. And what is your mining profit? Is Bitcoin. Yes, you're mining Bitcoin every single day with the booster. You're getting Bitcoin every single day with the booster. All right. So it's mining profit. Now it's up to every individual. When the profit drops into your asset wallet, okay, or your Bitcoin wallet, you can decide when you want to do it. You want to accumulate it, or you want to sell it, you want to swap into USDT. It's entirely up to your choice, your decision, what you want to do with your mining profit. So meaning to say, you create your own ROI, you create your own percentage. If you still think that is the words that is comfortable with you, it's okay. Just go and do it. However, it's your own decision, because you are getting mining profit in the form of Bitcoin. Yes, only Bitcoin, right? Not ABC coin or XYZ coin, right? Now, how to get started? All this thing, right? Let's have a look. The BitBooster we're selling at 900 USDT, and we need 100 USDT worth of BTH. What is BTH? BTH is BitHarvest utility coin, right? Without it, the booster will not be activated. It's just like a fuel, right? Pump into the engine to get it started. When you have the 100 USDT worth of BTH, you'll be burned and activated. Now, why suddenly I mentioned BTH? Right? Okay, our utility coin of BitHarvest, which is 21 million in supply, 5 million in pre-sales, right? The rest will be throughout some airdrop and mining as well. Okay, now I've been talking for half an hour or more and all about Bitcoin and technology. Now only I'll touch a bit about our utility coin, which is BTH, right? If very beginning of my presentation, I'll keep talking about BTH, the utility coin, I'm sure most of you, or if not all of you, will not be interested at all, right? It's just same like other people or the other program, other project, they keep talking about their own utility coin, their own asset, their own product, all right, which many people are not interested in it anymore. However, it's only right now I touch a little bit about BTH, because we are only focusing on Bitcoin only, all right? So it's all about Bitcoin with the boosters. It's nothing to do with the BTH. Now, BTH is only for you to get your booster started, pump in the 100 USD worth of BTH to get it moving, okay? So 900 is the big booster, 100 is the BTH. Now, 70 TH per second, this will give you a gross of the average daily output, okay? Which is possible lower, higher, or right in the middle as well. Okay, now there's a 100% spread here. Remember the earlier slide when I do a comparison between the N miner mining machine, okay, and the big booster, right? The big booster, you will get a gross of 780, for example, right? And you will, after minus everything, you get like $3 something or $4 something, depending on the Bitcoin price, okay? Now, this is the spread. This is why you're getting $4 something after the deduction from the $7.80. The miners themselves, yes, the miners, which is our members and our customers, they will keep 60%. 60% is over here, and this is your daily output, monthly if you accumulate, and over the year if you accumulate it. And the company, all right, three-way spread. The second spread is to the company BitHarvest, 10% over here. And the marketing plan. Yes, the marketing plan takes about 30%. Okay, from that you get to enjoy. If you share people, if you build your community, you build a downline, you also get to enjoy from this marketing plan, which is giving you Bitcoin, right? So meaning to say, on your left, if you have this booster with you, you're getting a passive income of 60% from the daily output of Bitcoin. On your right, if you participate in a marketing plan, you also getting Bitcoin, isn't it? Now, I say that this is the only platform or the company that gives out the reward or the bonuses in Bitcoin, which is fantastic, isn't it? As we know, like again, Bitcoin is the most valuable and so many people adopting this asset, right? So if you can do this and participate in this program, you'll be rewarded in Bitcoin only, not in BTH or any, not even in USDT. All right, you'll be getting Bitcoin. So you have a lot of Bitcoin when it comes to you. No, I would just want to give you an example. Like this guy, he's a 5-star rank in our company. Okay, so the 5-star rank, he enjoys a 28% of this from this marketing plan. Okay, so he has his own bolster, which is getting him 60% of Bitcoin, and also he getting 28%, right, from this marketing plan. So if you add this up together, is how many percent? It's 88% of Bitcoin every single day he's getting. So he has a lot of Bitcoin with him right now. All right. So this is a fantastic program. It's a fantastic project where you'll be rewarded in Bitcoin only. All right. So this is a passive income. Now let us go into the marketing plan, right? Okay, before I share with you on the percentages, let us have an understanding of all this title over here. What does that mean? Now, a rank, if you just come in to begin with, is a normal customer rank, and after that, 1-star to 6-star, and of course your earnings. Okay, this is where your bonus is. There's a referral income over here in the blue, and the level income in green, and same level in white. So what does that mean? Now we are selling. I will begin with the referral income, right? Now we are selling the booster. How much? 900, right? It's not 1,000. It's 900. 100. Okay, the other 100 that goes to the BTH as a gas fee to pump into the booster to get it activated. So 900 from the referral income, okay, in the form of USDT. So you're getting your earnings here in the form of USDT. Now the level income, same level income, we are getting Bitcoin every single day with the booster is Bitcoin, right? Right. So we are getting Bitcoin over here from this income over here, right? Bitcoin. Now, we need to have qualification criteria. Without the criteria, if all the earnings is so easy to be paid out, I'm sure many of you will be just looking at it, oh man, how can this go on, right? Without criteria. Yes, we have to have criteria. We have to have some personal purchase, personal sales, and also group sales as well. Okay, now this marketing plan has to be well thought of in order for it to finance itself, okay, without burdening the BitHarvest have to find from another account to give to you, and all this kind of so sophisticated, so complex way, right? It's so difficult to understand as well. So when we look at this marketing plan, it's so direct, it's so transparent, and it's so easy to understand as well. Now let's have a look at the percentages over here. Okay, now referral 5%, level income 5%, and we need to purchase one booster. As you can see, 900 in order to get started to earn all those percentages. The next rank is the 1-star. Okay, 10% across, and minimum we have to purchase one booster. And now we have to have some personal sales, which means the people register directly under you. That is your personal sales. So you need to have 3, and the group sales now is 10. So it's 3 plus 7 equivalents to 10, right? It's not 10 plus 3, 13. So this is the final amount over here. I will go a bit faster and all the percentages. Okay, as you can see, as the rank continues to climb, you enjoy more earnings in percentages, and of course, the criteria also become even more challenging. All right, so as you can see, from this qualification criteria, there is an indication 2 by 2. What does that mean? Okay, it means is that if you are here, if your left and right is a 2-star, you'll be promoted as a 3-star. Okay, same thing. If your left and right is a 3, you'll be a 4. And if left and right is a 4, you'll be a 5. And if your left and right is a 5, you'll be a 6-star. Okay, so just work on these two first. Now, this is not a binary plan. Okay, it's unilevel, it's multi-level. You can go as wide as you want, okay, and as deep as you want. But however, do not waste all your resources, do not waste all your network. Just build on 2 lines first, okay? So this is the indication. Let me show you an example. How is this being calculated? All right, the blue wordings, okay, which means referral income in the form of USDT, right? Now, let's say if I'm just a normal customer, okay, and below my group, there is a purchase of 10 booster. So 10 times 900 is 9,000 over here. Multiply by my percentage, 5%, I'll get one-time payment of 450 USDT. Now, let's say if my upline is a 3-star. 3-star is 15%. Minus my 5%, the balance is 10%, multiplied by the group sales, 9,000. He will also enjoy a one-time earning of 900 in the form of USDT. So meaning to say is that if your rank is higher than your downline, okay, your percentage is higher, just minus off his and the balance is yours. Or if your upline is higher than yours, okay, whatever you cannot finish taking the earnings, you will pass up to your upline. Okay, so your upline and downline, that is where the difference of the percentages is. And this is one-time payment, right? Because if someone purchase another booster, you get another earnings. Okay, so now what about the ranking income in green, all right, or you call it level income? And this is in BTC every single day, right? Every single day you're getting rewards from there, because with the booster we are getting Bitcoin every single day. Now let's say if I'm a 3-star, right? 3-star is how many percent? 20. 20 multiplied by the group output of 1 BTC, I also get 0.2 BTC every single day. And if my upline is at the 6-star rank, 30% minus my 20%, the balance 10% multiplied by the daily output, which is 1 BTC, he will also enjoy 0.1 BTC every single day. All right. So this is being rewarded every single day. Like I mentioned earlier, the passive you're getting 60%. And in this marketing plan, you will also be rewarded in BTC as well. Okay, no doubt. You also get some USDT from the purchase of the booster. But however, for Bitcoin, you also getting your Bitcoin from your downline as well. So when you add those two together, you have a lot of Bitcoin dropping into your Bitcoin wallet every single day. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the marketing plan, which for me personally, this is fantastic. It's all about Bitcoin here. Okay, not any other coin. Now, how are you going to verify that this Bitcoin that is real, it's legitimate? Okay, is it fake or is it real? Or people will be asking this because there are many people they're getting all the stories or experience that they're getting fake Bitcoin from other platform project. No, we are getting the real Bitcoin from this Bitposter. How can you verify that? You can actually use this. Sorry, I'm going to jump on here. Okay, I'm going to jump on this part first. Sorry, I'm going to miss out this part. Okay, while I'm talking in there, I want to share this first. Now we can use this blockchain explorer, okay, which is easily accessed to everyone. You can just key in the blockchain explorer, which is decentralized, okay, immutable. No one can do anything to it, and it's traceable. When you do this tracking of the Bitcoin that drops into your Bitcoin wallet, okay, you can also, when you do the withdrawal, there's a transaction record that you can verify that Bitcoin comes from where. It comes from the third largest Bitcoin mining pool, which is via BTC. Okay, so you can verify that. And in fact, we teach all our members to learn and do this verification, how to do it. Okay, you can even look at this tutorial video in our info Telegram group. You can actually look at the video and learn how to do it yourself. All right, so this is important. Okay, so you have to know that this Bitcoin you're getting is the real Bitcoin. All right, so now I'm going to go back up to my slide. Sorry about that. So I'm going to move back up to my previous slide. Okay. All right. Now, in this slide here, we are doing a comparison. If today we have money, okay, let's say Bitcoin is at 70,000. Let's say we purchase one Bitcoin. Over 1 year, we'll be still owning one Bitcoin. Now, if we use this budget to buy 70 booster instead, yes, 900 plus 100 is 1,000. Okay, we also get the daily average output of Bitcoin. With the 70 boosters over 365 days, we are accumulating Bitcoin over here. Okay, we're looking at 1.566 BTC. And from the level income, which is the marketing, okay, we add that up together is 1.823 Bitcoin, comparing to only 70,000, which if you buy from that price, you only get one Bitcoin. Now, also the difference is here. If you buy Bitcoin at 70,000, of course, we know that Bitcoin price will drop. If it drops to 50,000, for example, you're looking, and you'll be quite worried because you're like, oh man, my investment, my asset is going down. I'm at the losing end. But with the boosters, right? When the Bitcoin price drop, we have no worries about that because we're just looking at it and smiling because we keep on accumulating the Bitcoin. So we will also know that eventually Bitcoin price will go up. Now, let me put in another way. If Bitcoin price goes up, okay, if we buy Bitcoin at 70,000, if it goes up to 100,000, then we are tempted to sell, right? We have to make this, should I sell now? How much should I sell? So let's say if I sell half of my Bitcoin, I only have half left in my wallet, right? I only have that much. And I have to decide when should I go in again and Should I sell now? Should I buy now? You know, all this decision you have to make because you buy the Bitcoin. Now, if you buy the boosters, if the Bitcoin price goes up to 100,000, we can sell half of our Bitcoin, no problem. Because we know with the technology that we have in our hand, the booster, it will continue to give us Bitcoin. We will continue to mine and accumulate Bitcoin. And let's say we already sell our half Bitcoin at 100,000, and maybe over the course of 6 months, we'll be accumulating back our Bitcoin, right? So this is the power accumulation with technology compared to if we only buy Bitcoin outright with our money. Let me give you an example here. What will happen with this additional Bitcoin with the Bitposter? Now, the bull market run, as we saw in the first, second, and third, the X, how many times it went up. The fourth halving will not go up to the kind of numbers, right? Because it keeps reducing. Let us put at the 5X. Now, 5X, for example, if Bitcoin price went up to 65,000 with the 5X bull run, we're looking at the value will hit 325,000, right? 325,000. That is why we saw earlier why Standard Chartered Bank projected that. Why Robert Kiyosaki and Cathie Wood, they projected that Bitcoin will even reach higher because it has not even touches the the rise. Okay, how many times it will go up the cycle, or the flip, something you can call that. Okay, it has not even reached that stage yet. Okay, so now let's say if 5X, okay, and with the amount of 1.823 BTC with the flip or the rise of the bull market, you can see that your earnings or your profit will reach, or your Bitcoin will reach 592,000. Okay, now let's say we put a moderate at 150,000, you will reach 272,450. Yes, this guy will still get this amount, but however, with the booster at the accumulation, we'll get more from here, right? All right, so if we buy the boosters at 70,000 with the referral income from the marketing plan, okay, his initial capital is 70,000 minus off the 6,210. His actual capital is only 63,000. Okay, so if we talk about percentages, let us do the percentage over here. 63,000 divided by, let's say, the lowest amount of Bitcoin, which is 272,000. You're looking at a return of 428% per year. Okay, so this is wonderful. Even let's say we are not going to purchase 70 boosters, okay, maybe not for many of us, we do not have this kind of budget. Maybe let's say we purchase 5 boosters as an example, okay, it is still makes sense because we're accumulating Bitcoin with the boosters instead of just buying Bitcoin and just hoping that it will go up and it will not go down, right? So I would still say the booster has an upper hand with the technology that will give us the accumulation power, right? Okay. So next screen is this, which I've shared earlier with you. Use the Blockchain Explorer to verify whether the Bitcoin that you're getting is real or it's not real. Right now, we're gonna have this promotion. We call this the booster or Bitcoin extravaganza booster promotion. When you purchase one booster, you get 10%, meaning to say 0.1 more. Okay, and you purchase 30, you get 4 more boosters, and this will run until 31st August. Now, it's important to note that BitHarvest does not do any promotion at all. Okay, it does not, because of this promotion. When we do this promotion during the global launch in July, so the members, the leaders especially, they request to have this promotion to continue, okay, because they want their members to enjoy this promotion as well, okay, for those people unable to participate in the global launch. Okay, so what BitHarvest has done is that we really prolong this promotion, and in fact, during the global launch, the promotion was even more tougher, which you need to buy 10. Okay, you need to buy 10 in order to get 10%, but now it has been lowered to 1. Okay, and then you can get 0.1 as well. Okay, so instead the leader enjoying the 10%, they're willingly to give up the 10% and give to their downline to own more posters. With the more posters you have, meaning to say you have more Bitcoin, right? Okay, so people are asking us, what are your plans? You know, how many posters are you going to sell off, and what are you going to do in the long term, right? In years to come, what is your plan? What are your vision and your mission? Okay, in 2024, 2025, we intend to sell off 500,000 boosters. Is this a lot? No, it's not a lot. It's going to be finished by next year, very, very soon. In fact, by the end of this year, we hope to finish a quarter of it as well, right? If not 100,000. So we're looking at this target, which is very, very possible to finish by the year end of 2025. Now, with 500,000 posters, with the TH second, 70 TH per second, How many mining machines do we really need? Not a lot, okay? Not a lot at all. Looking at 500,000 multiplied by 70, you get 35 million TH per second. How many machines do you really need? Yeah, for example, we have all these other mining machine of different TH per second. Now, let us take an average of 200 TH per second, right? Divided by that, and we only need 175,000 mining machines. So you're only looking at 2 to 3 mining farms, and that's it. We are done. You know, we are not going to sell 500,001, 500,002, just 500,000 maximum. That's all we're going to sell, all right? So there must be a limit when it comes to this. So what is next? What is going to happen when we sold off this 500,000? What is our daily output? We're looking at a minimum 30 Bitcoin per day, and we are giving out back to communities 90%. Why 90%? Remember the 60% on the passive and the 30% from the marketing. So you add that up together, it's 90%, which means 27 BTC, and the value is 2 million, okay, to all the community members. So 2025, 2026, now this is where BTH comes into the picture. Finally, the utility coin of BitHarvest comes into the picture, right? When we only sold off our 500,000 boosters with the community in our hand, 2.5 million, all right? Why 2.5 million? If you look at the 500,000, you'll be wondering, how can you reach 2.5 million? Okay, because we have another package where we allow people to share the boosters. Okay, meaning to say one booster is 1,000, and there are people that are willing to come in to test out first to try to build the confidence with lower amount. So which is one booster can be shared by 10 people. Means to say you can come with 100, 200, 300, it's up to you, right? So with this kind of a sharing of the posters, we foresee our community will reach 2.5 million. And when with that happens, we have the community consensus, which gives us the trading volume, right? It's important to note that every business, whether it's traditional or commercial, you need trading volume. You need to have transactions. Without that, your project will fail. Your business will fail, right? So just imagine if you're selling burgers today and you do not have the kind of a volume, the community that's supporting your business, sooner or later you have to close shop. Same as any project or platform, you have to have community. Without a community, you wouldn't have trading volume. You won't have utility in your coin, all right, or in your token or whatever you call it in your product. Okay, so this is important with the large amount of community that's in our ecosystem now. And now we will have this trading volume. And what does that mean? This will means is that finally we able to list our utility coin in an exchange. All right. So this is the biggest picture of them all. Right. This is the whole mission about BitHarvest. We have to remember that Bitcoin does not belong to BitHarvest, does not belong to any one of us. When you sell off your Bitcoin and that's it, you don't own Bitcoin anymore. All right. But the BTH, the utility coin, belongs to BitHarvest. With the amount of community in our ecosystem, we can do so many things with our own utility coin. And in fact, in future, we are mining of our own utility coin. All right. When we mine out our BTH, we can do trade, sell as in any exchange which we want. So this is a fantastic project, right? To begin with, you get Bitcoin with technology. And the longest mission is to be part of the whole ecosystem. This is where the biggest picture is happening very, very soon. Again, all of us want to be part of that as well. Okay, over here, 2025 is a repeat of what we have done, the July global launch, and we'll be on the road trip. And of course, this 4-star elite, okay? I mean, the road show in November, December to Europe, and 2024, sorry, 2025, 2026. Yes, this is where we will build our own ecosystem. We have our BTH wallet, public chain, tokenomics, and debit card, of course, our crypto card, and we will have DeFi and GameFi as well. Now, 2026 and 2027, we will be listing our utility coin, BTH, in Gate.io, Huobi, and finally, we'll be listing in Binance, right? You have to go by stages, okay? So when we have 2.5 million community in our ecosystem, I can only say this, most of this exchange will welcome you with open arms, right? Because they know with this transaction volume, okay, only on the gas fee itself, they are making tons of money every single day, right? So this is going to happen in 2026 and 2027. Now, how are we going to get more Bitcoin, right? Are we going to use a lot of money? Do we have high budget or do we have a minimal size budget? How are we going to make and earn more Bitcoin? Okay, if let's say we have a small size of business model, okay, to earn Bitcoin, well, how are we going to get started? Of course, we need to have a platform and company with very strong identity. Okay, we call this a DNA. Now, BitHarvest, first and foremost, we have a head office here. Not only just a head office, we have a well-designed, thought of head office over here. We have a server room to show the people as well. And we have a very experienced senior management team here. And of course, we also have a group of very talented consultants as well. Okay. And of course, we have our technology, which is our big poster. And we're giving everyone Bitcoin, right? Not ABC coin, XYZ coin, not even the BTH coin. So with the big poster, you're getting Bitcoin. And our timing, yes, now as we saw in the rainbow chart, the beginning of the bull market run is in the first 2 years, right? So we are right now in the best timing, okay? And earnings, yes, compared to the mining machine, 7,000 plus, our poster is only 1,000. We get better profit margin, and also you can participate in the marketing plan, which will give you more Bitcoin. And market, yes, we have now 40 over countries that's marketing our product for us. Okay. Now, if you have a wonderful product and if you can't reach far and you don't have all these countries with those leaders, the communities is coming in and promoting your product, you will not, I would say, be that successful. Okay. You only go to certain level and that's about it. But with a wonderful product, you need to have to open up in many countries for them to market for you. Okay. So this is the identity and the DNA of BitHarvest. Now, some people ask me, how can I get even more profit or earnings in Bitcoin? Okay, so let's say we start a business model of a 5,000, for example, right? 5,000. I know there are people that can come in with 70,000, 100,000, 100 boosters. They have done all this where people just walk into the office and buy 100 boosters, 70 boosters as well. So for many of us, maybe we do not have this kind of budget with us, right? This kind of size of budget. Now, let's say if we start a business with 5,000 USDT, okay, or USD, all right? Now, in 5 months' time, if we can earn one Bitcoin, doesn't matter what Bitcoin price, 55,000, 60, 100, it doesn't matter. It's as long as the Bitcoin, all right, real Bitcoin, one Bitcoin after 5 months of hard work. Okay, wouldn't that be wonderful? What kind of business that we can start with 5,000 and we can end up with one Bitcoin after 5 months? Okay, now let me share with you this. Now, let's say if we have 5,000, okay, and if you buy one Bitcoin, okay, now let's say Bitcoin is at 70,000 and over 1 year, we only have 0.075 Bitcoin. If we buy Bitcoin at 70,000 price, even if we use 5,000 to buy 5 posters, how much can it give us? Okay, after 6 months, yeah, of operating, the expect to earn is 0.075 if we buy. And what about the boosters? 5. Over 1 year, we will only get 0.1119 Bitcoin, right? And with that, you're getting price and of course you get quantity as well over if you purchase, isn't it? Because of the accumulation with the booster. Now, you'll be asking me, what is this guy trying to tell me? You're saying about 5 months and I get one Bitcoin. Now you're showing me 6 months, I cannot even get half Bitcoin, right? So what is this ED guy trying to tell us, right? So now, if we use 5 USDT, okay, after 6 months, buy Bitcoin is only that much we get. Even the boosters, this is only how much we get. So this is not a business model. This is like you buying into the product and you just let it works for you, okay? This is not business model. The business model is this one over here. BitHarvest business model. Now, let's say in a month, we have 4 weeks, right? Now, we just break it down for 4 weeks. In 1 week, we just focus in getting in 5 boosters. 5 boosters times 1,000 is 5,000, right? That's why we call it a 5,000 business model. That's all you need, 5,000. Okay, so now 4 deals per month, which means 20 boosters per month, right? 1 week per deal, or 1 deal per week. 1 deal is 5 boosters. Is this possible? I would say this is possible. It's not like 1 hour or 1 day, right? You need to close one deal, right? Now, anyway, before I go into this, I just want to elaborate a bit more that when you participate in the marketing plan, like I showed you much earlier, there are no maintenance in the account. Look, it's not like you have to top up more in order to get your profit out, okay, your earnings out. Okay, you have to maintain, you have to get more people in order to maintain the account. You will not be able to get those earnings anymore. No, it's not. When you're at 1 star or 2 star, even if you stop for a while, you go on a holiday for 3 months, your earnings will still dropping into your wallet, right? Your Bitcoin wallet, you are still dropping into you. Okay, so there are no maintenance here. There's no requirement that you have to top up again in order to get those things out from you, right? Or those earnings from your wallet. Okay, I've seen many platforms, many companies, they do this. In order for you to take out this money, you have to top up more to get more, or to get those one out. And for you to get those one, the other one out, you have to top up a little bit more. Okay, so it's called maintenance of the account, right? But here in BitHarvest, we do not have that. If you're 2-star, 3-star, you're fine with that. There's, you can stick with that as well. Okay, so there's no requirement. All right, so this is wonderful. Okay, so now back to do our this business model. Okay, so 5 boosters per week, 7 days. Okay, of course, if you can do more, that's a bonus for you, right? So let's say we just focus on 5 boosters. Okay, as per this plan. Now over 1 month is 4 deals, means 20 boosters, and we repeat this. It's called 4x4 duplication. Okay, the next is second month. If it times 4, let's say we help these 4 people here to look for 4 people. Share with them this business model. It's only 5,000. It's not 10,000. It's not 50,000. You just start this business with 5,000. And the second month, you have 16 deals. And the following month, by 4 again, 64. The fourth month, 256. And the fifth month, 1,024 deals. If you add all this up, it's 1,300 plus deals. Okay. Now, if you have done this 5 months of hard work, dedication, okay, with 100% completion, what will this give you? What will this give you? Yes, you're correct. 1 Bitcoin. Okay, this is being calculated by us. Okay, so we have done this formula. We have customized this program or this business model for all our community people to actually focus on. All right, so they don't know like how much should I close, how much should I do 1 week and stuff like that. No, just follow this plan. Like I said, if you can do more, it's a bonus, right? So after 5 months, 100% completion, you can sit back and enjoy your 1 Bitcoin every month. Okay, and on your 6 months, you will see it's going to be 1.1 Bitcoin. On the second month, could be 1.2 or 1.3. On the 8th month, could be 1.4, could be 1.5, because the people that's below you, okay, when you share this business model, they will also want this result as well, right? Who doesn't want? If I can do a business with only 5,000 USDT, and after 5 months of hard work, I can earn 1 Bitcoin. Let's say if Bitcoin is 68,000, and every month I can earn 68,000 and continue to increase, that would be great, isn't it? So meaning to say is that this will be ongoing and never end. Okay. Now, what happened? Let's say, for example, if we are unable to achieve the 100%, even at 50%, okay, you'll still get 0.5 Bitcoin. Right now, let's say Bitcoin is at 70,000, you'll be looking at 35,000 per month, right? And who knows? We will reach 150,000 by year end, as projected by Standard Chartered Bank. You'll be earning how much? 150,000. Then if it's half of it, you'll be earning like 70, right? Or 80,000 plus, isn't it? So this is wonderful. I would like to break it down even further. Let's say you can't even complete 50%. You can even only can complete 25%. You still be looking at 17,500, okay, per month, and it continue to increase because the accumulation of the technology from the boosters, right? So this is a wonderful way of doing it, and I hope you guys will look into this and think of it seriously. Now remember that we are with you, BitHarvest. As I mentioned, we have a very good experienced management team. Okay, lots of talented consultant as well, and we will work hand in hand with you in order for you to achieve this success. Okay. Now, what happens? I just want to show in this page itself. What happens if you fail? Okay, you put in 5,000 and you fail to close a single deal at all after 5 months. Oh, I can't really do it. Really no one wants to follow me and stuff like that. So even after 5 months, you can't even close one single deal. Now, let's say if any traditional business, if you put in your capital as a startup business, right, 5,000. After 5 months, you have to top up not only 5,000, right? You have to pay for the rent, the cost of labor, and the stock. Okay, your inventories, all this thing comes into the picture, and you might end up losing more than that. Okay. Now, if you put into the boosters, for example, okay, to start a business with 5,000 means 5 boosters. Even if you can't even close a single deal after 5 months, you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm too slow," or all this thing. All right, it's no problem. You're not even running a loss. You're still getting Bitcoin with the boosters. You're still earning Bitcoin. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that adopt it. I'm saying purchase the booster, start this business with the Bit Booster with BitHarvest. Okay, you are not on the losing end, and it depends on your pace and how fast you're going to grow. All right, so we're going to work together with you, and you will see your Bitcoin keeps coming in every single day. That is where your profit will be coming back to you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the last slide of my presentation. Now I'm going to stop my screen sharing here, and I will take a few questions, and I'll try my best to answer all of it for you. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my Zoom page.
Yay! Got a question, Eddie.
Hi, Ryan.
Okay, so I know that your English is really good. So some of us are trying to follow you. Can you break down what you meant by starting with 5,000? Are you talking about compounding, continuing to buy boosters with your earnings, or what is that? Can you explain that again?
Okay, so this 5,000 business model is, let's say when we approach a person to start a business, if you tell them, look, join this with me in BitHarvest, if we work together, okay, the startup capital is only 5,000. This marketing plan or this business model, if we repeat in 1 week, if we close one deal, and one deal means 5 boosters, right? Which is 5,000.
You mean you sell 5 boosters to somebody?
Yeah, yeah. Let's say if yes.
Okay.
So we just focus in how to grow this business and how to earn Bitcoin after 5 months of hard work. So let's say if I approach Ryan, for example, if I approach you, okay. So if I approach Ryan, okay, look, buddy, you want to do a business with me? Let's start off. I'm not asking for 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, or 50,000. Let's do a business together with 5,000. And all you will get is a technology from BitHarvest. And with that, every single day you're getting Bitcoin. Right now, with that, I will also help Ryan to find how to say, to also complete the deal, 4 deals in a month. So we repeat the 4x4 duplication. When we done that, yes, after 5 months, you will be looking at 1 Bitcoin. Now I just want to
in earnings.
yes,
One
earning
Bitcoin a
yeah,
month in
Bitcoin.
earnings.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to say is that is this achievable? Yes, it is, because one of our top earner now in our company, okay, among our community, is that she has been earning 2,000 USD per day after 4 months of work. 2,000 USD per day after 4 months of hard work. That's all. And now he's earning like 60,000 per month, and that's 1 Bitcoin, right? But it's only 4 months of hard work. So this is achievable, highly achievable. And he has done this. Okay, you saw in the global launch, right? You were there, and you saw this guy went up the stage, the 5-star achiever, the last guy that went up, right?
Yeah.
The 5-star. Yeah, he's the one. Only 4 months of work, man. That's all. And his Bitcoin is continuing to grow because he's pushing his team to continue to repeat the success that he has achieved, right? So this is going up and up and up for him, right? The earnings is non-stop from there. So people are kind of like wondering, how can I do this? How can I achieve this result that this guy is achieving? That is where we come up with this 5,000 BitHarvest business model. Okay, so when we approach people, you need not to like come or 10,000. I mean, some people, yes, like they come in the office, they buy 20, 30, 50 boxes. It's okay. It's not a problem because people have the kind of budget. So for us, for people who have lesser budget, how to get started in this business is, I would say 5,000 is affordable to many people, right?
So if somebody, but if somebody did 10,000, they would get the free booster, and you would cut your time in half to get to 1 Bitcoin.
Of course, you can say that. Even the guy who bought 70 boosters, if you do the placement correctly, he has plenty of time, right? But I would not like to jump into that because 70,000 to many people is a lot of money, right? Okay, so what we're trying to do is that try to use a very acceptable size of budget to start a business, 5,000, and we share this with our friend, 4 friends. Okay, so 5,000 each, and to get them to repeat the whole business model, and to get them to share with other 4 friends. Okay, so this is how we do it. So if you repeat the 4x4 duplication after 5 months, 1,300 over deals, you're looking at minimum 1 Bitcoin. Okay. Yeah, even if you reach halfway there after 5 months, you still get 0.5 Bitcoin, and it's continued to accumulate because of the booster, right? You keep on giving us the Bitcoin every single day. So this is a wonderful business plan, and it's a wonderful project, I would say. You know, so it's a great way for many people now to go into business and one way or the other to make profit and also to grow their wealth as well. With little money, as such as 5,000, it's possible.
So that's finding one person, 4 people every week to do 5 boosters.
Yes. So what we're going to do is that if I close Ryan today, okay, I'm done for the week. All right. But of course, Ryan will have people who are interested also. So I have to help Ryan to also close his. Okay. But of course, no one will stop after 1 day of work, right? They will still going to push and push and push. Okay. So you're going to have maybe some people can close 2-3 deals in a week, for example. Then they're going to push for more, isn't it? They're going to push for more, and maybe less than 3 months, they will reach that figure. Okay. Just like this guy, 4 months of hard work, and he has done it.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, man, this is fantastic. This is great. That's why, because of the whole marketing plan, the technology, and of course, most importantly, people are getting Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin. Okay, only this we can see that the community of BitHarvest is growing, and is like in a very fast pace, especially going very, very fast. All right, so I would say 500,000 of boosters is not a lot, and I always put back to people is that how many in your community that own this percentage of the Bitcoin? Is 10%, 1%? Right? You should at least 10%, right, for yourself, for your community. Okay,
Yeah.
so at least 10% on your side.
So,
right?
And then I like the fact that you show us it's real Bitcoin coming from the mining farm. I mean, is this the slides? Where do I get these slides? Can I get them in the back office?
You can actually, the slides mean this whole presentation.
Yeah,
Or
because I'm going to be doing quite a bit on my own too.
Actually, you can go into the info Telegram group. Okay, so this slides is already in there.
BitHarvest info.
Yeah, 1.9 is there, and you have all those how would say the tutorial video. You can look at the tutorial video as well. We'll show you how to trace the Bitcoin and goes to the mining pool. All right. Anyway, I like your cap.
Yeah, Bitcoin.
That's awesome, man. That's nice. Okay, let me go in the chat room and see what are the.
And you're the guy. You can go into the server room, right?
Yes, we can. But not today because my boss is not here. So yeah, so he's in Vietnam now. So only he has the authority to go into the server room, right?
So
but you can see on our. Sorry?
Some people are really new to this, right? And we're doing our best to keep up. Like, you're really smart, and we're trying. Some of us are like, these terminologies, break it down. So the bit booster, right? You have a serial number because I keep seeing them. You have an input number.
Correct.
Yeah, it's like in a box.
It is. So this is my, if you can see my dummy booster. This is all the consultant that have one, and I open it up. Okay, this is the size. The booster. There you go. You can see. Yes, you have one there. So there you go.
You gave it to me. You gave me the box.
All right, man. But I did not give you the dummy one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the dummy
one. Give me
one.
a real one.
Yeah, this will have the serial number right here. Okay, like our demonstration, when we detach from the server box, the application will show it will stop. When we attach it back, it will continue to go running again. Okay, but however, we have now stop to do this demo so often because when you continue to plug and plug and you will jeopardize the whole process somewhere or the other. Okay,
right. And do you have enough room in that server farm to put 500,000 boosters right now, or are y'all gonna have to
now our Texas mining farm, our partners, they already have like close to 80,000 of mining machine. Of course, they're upgrading to another 70,000, so they're looking at overall about 100,000 of this mining machine.
But there's enough space at the home office to plug in 500,000 boosters.
Yes, of course. We have.
Y'all have enough space for that?
If you look at the size of our server room, that one itself, we already fit in 5,000 boosters. And you look at our office size, we are talking about 9 to 10,000 square feet. So if you find another location at this size, that is it. 5,000 boosters are in there. No, 500,000 boosters are in there. So that room size is quite small. We can fit in 5,000.
So there's already 500,000 boosters manufactured?
I would say it's ongoing. It's ongoing. I would say there are a lot out there. We in fact activated many of them. Okay, because why when someone they purchase the booster immediately on the following day when activated, you're getting Bitcoin because all these boosters they actually been activated. Okay,
Right.
we are looking at number maybe 50,000 already been activated and it's continue to increase and increase. So actually, Bit Booster is actually doing this activation already. Okay, I saw a message from Joe. Yes, the Bit Booster does not mine out Bitcoin. Yeah, it does not. Okay, it needs to have a mining farm. Okay, and those mining farm needs to have compatible mining machine. Now, don't get me wrong, the booster does not mine Bitcoin. It only increases the process. Okay, it helps to smoothen up and fasten the whole process in solving the mathematic problem or the mathematic issue. Okay, right. So this is what it's doing. Yes, none of the miners have USB drivers. Yes, correct, because it's internet power. It's very true, isn't it? Now I've done mining before, and the same thing when I plug in my server in my mining farm and I put into the internet. How does it look like into internet socket, right? Okay, it's the same USB wire, isn't it? It's the same thing that we're using. So the same thing like what we are using here in our server box is that our server room is that we are plugging all this into the server box and it's connected via the USB wire into the main server. Okay, yes, okay. All right, so that is what is happening. We are connected into those main server, which is internet. That is where we are connected to those mining farm. All right, where they are server together with us in sync to those Bitcoin block. So this is what's happened. That is why I give another explanation is that our handphone, why our handphone now can put in 2 SIM card instead of 1, right? So because of technology, I can't even explain that because I'm not a handphone technology guy. But what I can only say is that handphone can put in 2 SIM card. Likewise, if technology is evolving, okay, with the advanced technology, we can actually put in 2 server wire into a 1 main server that has access into those Bitcoin block. All right. So that is what is happening. Okay. Yes, sure. Thanks for sharing. You have a lot of information there. All right.
How many bit boosters are sold already and how many are left?
We are looking at the correct number will be somewhere between 14 to 15,000. 14 to 15,000.
So there's
Well,
only
1.4 to 1.5 if I'm not mistaken, and the numbers is every month increasing, and we hope by this year end 100,000 will be gone very soon.
That's easily going to happen. That's
Yeah,
easily
easily,
going to happen.
very easily it's gonna happen. Okay, so yes, Joe, I saw you was commenting on one. Yes, we compress from a, what we do is that those mining machine, they have the hash power. So what our company and of course our technology parent company from Poland, what they do is that they're using the same hash technology power from those mining machine and they compress it and they put into this booster. That's why it can only fits in 70 TH per second and nothing above. All right. Same thing as I was explaining earlier. Look, before I'm using this, for example, this Samsung Tab, I used to own those big computer desktop and whatever we call that, or the hard disk and those things, right? But how do they compress all the technology into this tab where I can use touchscreen and I can use my S Pen and all this because technology, isn't it? Because of technology, I can now even use this device to do Zoom with you all. Okay, even my computer, my so-called very fast computer, I can't even do Zoom at all. Okay, and it's heavy, I can't even carry all over the place, isn't it? So now this is why we are done. We are looking at technology is so advanced that we have all kind of technology that is in our era now, right? Thanks, Joe, for sharing. Yes, I'm getting a lot of information from Joe there. Fantastic. Okay, so if there's nothing else, I would like to sign off now. I got another Zoom to prepare at 10 a.m. and a live Zoom from people from Thailand. We're doing a live Zoom presentation with them. So, okay. So, Ryan, good to see you again. Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you, Eddie.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone. Let me go back. Sorry.
Please send the recording to us because I have people asking for it.
Yeah. All right. So thanks everyone, and nice meeting you again, Ryan and everyone. So I hope to see you all in the near future and meet all of you in the face-to-face. All right. So that's all. I'll send the recording to Mr. Ryan and to all of you. Okay. Bye now.
Thank you, Eddie.
Okay. Bye. Have a good day. Have a good weekend, everyone.
You too.
Bye.